Well, one of these days, we're actually going to do a video of me working on the boat. Well, as you can see, I have another truckload of acquired materials. And this time, it's cedar. Isn't that great? So I did another lovely drive out into the countryside and picked up some cedar. I got 3 10-foot 2x6 planks, and these are all some offcuts, and these are only $1 a piece. And I know that there's some blocks and maybe some veneers for the closets in here that I can use, so it's a good find. It's not all bark, but it's going to take a little bit to go through it and find the good bits, and I'm okay with that. And part of the reason that I'm focusing on wood right now is that I want to get it to the house and give it a chance to dry before I need to work with it. And, you know, some of this wood is already dried well, but this cedar is not. It's very wet, although it will probably dry a little quicker than some of the other harder woods that I have, especially like that oak. But some of this I might actually put on the top of the oak in my bedroom to get it to dry a little faster. And I think that might be a good idea in the long run. But for the short term, I'm going to leave it here in the garage and let it slow dry a bit before I think about moving it indoors. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to use this for yet, to be honest. I just don't know. Except that I know that I want to cut some veneers to line the closets with. And there will be blocks and places that are going to be wet, and I'm sure I'll find a use for it somewhere at the end of the day, so I'm not too concerned about that. This wood was recovered from the holiday farm fire that we had, which was devastating, but the loggers in the area are going in and trying to recover as much usable lumber as possible. Some of this you can see already has bugs in it, and I'm going to treat it with some boric acid to try to knock those guys out before I use it. I might also heat treat it. I've got an oven that's just for the shop that I can set up a hot box and bake it if I need to. So we'll see. I'm gonna definitely address worms and bugs in this before it goes in the boat, but I think, I mean, 75 bucks for this load of cedar is a pretty good deal in my mind, and it was a fun activity to go out and connect with this lovely lady, her family, who harvests these trees and mills them up. So there we go. So now the hard work, I gotta unload this and get it off the truck, but it'll be okay. So, red cedar acquired, and I know where to go if I need some more. So thank you, Kim, for putting your listing in Facebook Marketplace. They have gorgeous property out there in the countryside, and I think it just adds to the fun of the whole project, is to be able to take a drive out like that and to meet with your suppliers and figure out what you're going to need. So kind of excited to get some cedar on board. I haven't worked with cedar a lot as far as woods go, so I'm excited to clean this up and debark it and see what I can make with it. But my number one thing that I wanted was to be able to cut veneers to put in the closets. And so these offcut slabs are wide, which if I can get some 10-inch veneers, that'd be great. And my bandsaw will cut 10 inches. So that's good. Alright, so now's the time to get this truck unloaded, and I think these slabs I'm going to put out in my barbecue house where I have that maple firewood, and stand them up on end, let those dry, and the planks, the 3 of those, I'm going to set on the floor here in the garage. Let them dry up a little bit before I end up taking them in the bedroom. So yeah. This is a good haul for the day. It's a half a truck of wood if you think about it. That's a lot of cedar. So I'm pretty stoked. I think this is going to be good. So all kinds of new wood for the boat, and some of these are pretty good size slabs. You know, there's some of these are pretty wide, and a lot of this will probably end up as firewood for people at the end of the day, which is why they're probably getting rid of it. But I will be able to get some small pieces out of this, and hopefully, like I said, some veneers for closets. I can always go back, so there's definitely the opportunity to go back out there and pick up some more anytime. So that's the latest. Yeah, I'm gonna get busy and get this unloaded before it gets dark, and I'm just kind of excited. It's another little piece of the puzzle here at the house, and it is ready to go. So thank you, Kim, for meeting me, and I really appreciate this wood going into the boat. So stay tuned, everybody. Now, I do have plans on my very, very short list of things that I'm going to do soon, and revealing the name of the boat is coming up. I've had the vinyl letters since like April of last year, and I can hardly wait to tell you guys what her name is going to be and why. And for all of you that have been involved for years with my bee venom therapy teachings, you'll understand it when you hear it. It's gonna be, I don't know, to me it's important to have this as the name for the boat, and I'm excited to finally reveal her name. She already has her own email address, and her own YouTube channel, and her own Facebook page, and a few people have been invited already, but it's just not out there in the world on the big front, because we have to do a ceremony and keep King Neptune happy, so that when we get on the water that we don't have any bad juju going on. So yeah, I'm gonna reveal the name of the boat really soon, and it's something that's been bugging me since last year that I didn't get to do it in time. I wanted to take the boat out onto the lake and do a ceremony there, but with the pandemic, it just didn't seem viable. And I think at the end of the day, we're just going to do it where the boat is parked, because it needs to happen sooner rather than later. And when we get in the water, we'll do a more official ceremony at that point, when she's ready to get wet. So stay tuned, because her name's coming up really, really soon, and I can hardly wait. I want to get those vinyls up on the boat and be able to get pictures out there and all of that good stuff. So I'm so excited. I am just so excited to get her name out there in the world. But first, I gotta unload the truck. All right, guys, I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.